Hello and welcome, my Christmas tree goblins. That's very difficult to say, by the way. If you haven't tried to say that, try it. It's tough, man. It's a tongue twister, realistically. Today we're going to be doing something really goofy. We're going to be going for the most buffs on any tower that has ever existed in Bloons Tower Defense 6. If anybody's ever buffed anything more than what we buffed, please let me know and we can update the game, I guess. To make this all happen, we have to do something very cool. We have to use a tack shooter. We're going to be using Geraldo, because Geraldo can give a lot of weirdo buffs to this tower. And then we're going to be going for a lot of the weird new buffs that come with this map. So if you guys have not seen this new map yet, you haven't checked it out, it's actually really cool. Not necessarily difficult, but fun. Fun in a very interesting way, because you can get these weird new buffs that did not exist before. For example, there's a mountain buff up in this corner over here. You can get the jungle drums buff just for existing on certain tiles. You can also get a popping power buff and a dart buff here. I think one of them increases pierce and one of them increases damage, but I honestly have not done too much here. I've just jumped in the game and I wanted to play this game and have some fun with it. So we'll have to do some research on that later on. But for now, so look at this. This one's like a popping power buff, I think. I think this one's the damage buff, but I think this one's probably the damage buff, and this one's probably the pierce buff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get to the future here. And then picking a tack shooter is actually really important, because if we decide to go for a primary mentoring village or a primary expertise village, we can end up getting extra discounted 4th and 5th tier abilities as well as a buff. So there's a lot of buffs that we can go over. It's going to take a while to get there because we're going to need to go for a lot of weird stuff and get a lot of money flowing up in here. But hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the journey here. So let's get started. Big shout out to you guys for supporting my channel. If you do want to support me even more, it costs you nothing and helps me out a lot. Use my creator support code here, lowercase letters S, J, and B. Thank you guys so much. So I'll be the first person to admit that this is admittedly a bit of a slow process. We are currently at 4 buffs, which does not seem like a lot of buffs, to be completely honest with you guys. And it's because, you know, we decided to pick Impoppable, which means we make a lot less money than usual. And, you know, money doesn't just grow on trees, guys. Wait a second. Why is money so hard to get? Alright, guys, I feel like money is actually finally flowing in at a reasonable pace here. Enough where we'll actually be able to figure this stuff out before it gets crazy late game. So it is time to start getting our buffs. And the first buffs that you're going to realize are buffs that exist in the game of this map. So there's a mountainous buff up here. And what's weird about these buffs is that, if you noticed, this is not in range of a village here. It just has jungle drums. So every single one of these buffs is going to stack and or just exist after the fact. It will retain its bonuses, I guess is probably the best way to put it. So that means that we can easily just move our heli pallet around, move whatever tower we want around, and just jump around and do this. Now, I have not tested it out with a Super Monkey here or any other tower that can kind of warp around like the Dark Champion, but I assume that he also will have these exact same buffs. My only other question is, can we double stack the same buffs over each other? Can we get a Jungle Drums and another Jungle Drums on top of each other? No. Okay, so that at least makes sense. We can't do that. Otherwise, we'd have like 6 Jungle Drums on top of each other, which would be absurd. But we still have a lot of other buffs we can go for. We can go for the popping power bonus. We can go for the, I think these are both the same, yeah. The Dart Monkey bonus here. We can get the price decrease bonus. And I believe that might be it for the in-game bonuses here. But that's not where it ends. We still have a lot more to go beyond that. And specifically, one of the ones that gives the most bonuses and or buffs is going to be our Overclock and Ultra Boosting Engineer over here. All right, here we go. We're moving our attack shooter on over to here. And now we've got 4 bonuses, which is about the same that we had just a few moments ago. But these are all going to stack. No matter what, these cannot go away. Overclock cannot go away. This cannot go away. This cannot go away. And the Jungle Drums cannot go away. So all we can do is add on to these bonuses. Next up is going to be... Oh, man, what do you guys want to get? Let's get this Dart bonus. I, again, don't know what it does. I think one of them's Pierce. I think one of them's Damage. But I don't know which just yet. I have not tested it out in Sandbox mode or anything. I played on Hard, and now I played on Impoppable. Or no, I played alternate balloon rounds as well. And now I played on Impoppable. And throughout that entire process, it did not seem that important. These were not very difficult things to do. So, it just didn't matter much to me. Does he already have that Dart bonus? What the heck? When did I get that, man? Or is he just going to get it? All right, there it is. It is. It just got on here. Oh, I thought I got like this times 15. I was like, what? What is going on? No. It's just the 15 from before. Okay, fair enough. So we officially have all the different bonuses that we could have in this game. The next thing that we have to decide is where do we want to put our Blade Shooter or our Blade Maelstrom? Where's the best place for him? And right now, I think the main thing is to make sure that we're going to survive. So let's figure that out. Got some bad news for you guys. When you leave the game, you do lose the buffs. So all those magical buffs that we earned over time are gone. So we're going to have to earn them all back. It's not that big of a deal because all we got to do is just move them around a few times, but it's just like, it feels crappy. So now we also have to make sure that we don't lose or exit out because we will lose all those buffs over again. And I have not been building that much defense, admittedly. So let's get at least something here that's going to keep us in the game. And I think my best bet's probably just a straight up Mad. All right, just a straight up Mad. I think that's going to be the guy that keeps us in the game for a long time in here while we get the rest of our buffs a-flowing. All right, we're going to free play here. I still feel like I'm not anywhere near where I want to be, but hopefully soon all the buffs will start flowing because now we can go over Geraldo's buffs. So we're going to use a Sharpening Stone. We do have to make sure we put that back on every like 15 rounds or so that does not run off. We can use the Camo Potion. I think we have to do every 10 or 15 rounds for that guy as well. And then we can also put the Strength Potion on him. And now we're up to about, ooh, look at that, man. We're already up to 13 different bonuses. That was a big change just right there. It feels honestly kind of good. It feels like my work is somewhat paying off here. Of course, it is not over yet, though. We've still got more to go, more to come, so stay tuned and get ready for some awesome action up in here. All right, guys, I think we are finally ready to make it happen, I believe. So in the downtime, it took me quite a while here, but I was able to get my True Sun God in range of this guy. If you have not seen the pop count of this guy when things are actually in range, though, it gets pretty absurd. I mean, this guy's got 100,000 pops. I mean, it's not insane for attack shooter at this late in the game to have 100,000 pops. When you see it actually go, you're like, whew, that should not be what a third-tier Blade Shooter is popping these days. Anyways, we are about to make some crazy stuff happen. So first of all, we're going to go for a top path village here, all the way up to primary expertise. I'm also going to go for my monkey business and monkey commerce on this guy. And you can see we went from 16 buffs to 17 and 18 buffs. Ridiculous. Now we're going to go for a middle path village. So this is going to give us the homeland defense and everything along with that. Now we're up to a whopping 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 buffs. We're getting to the point where we're having so many buffs, we're going to go off the screen here. It's going to be absurd. And then, of course, the bottom path village, Monkey City, I'm up. And that didn't give us anything, did it? It gave us this guy. I guess that's going to help us out. Oh, is it hidden behind the money? Oh, yeah, there it is. The 17th buff. Whoo! All right. Can we go bigger? Can we go better? Oh, wait, yes, we can, because we've got Geraldo. So let's give Geraldo the Camo Potion. Let's make sure we don't forget any of these. Let's give him the Strength Potion. Let's give him the Sharpening Stone. Uh-oh. We're going up and above the entire map here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 buffs here, folks. And we can go bigger. Oh. What happened? Where are they going? They're going off the screen. We might have to move this guy over a little bit just so we can actually see this stuff. Does Geraldo have anything else we can give? I don't think so. Can't double Sharpening Stone or anything like that. Did this, did that. Oh, no. Did we reach the max buffs that we can get? All right, guys. I think I've got it. This is everything but one thing, I believe. And it took a lot of work to get this going. And one of the biggest issues for me, believe it or not, was to figure out why this ×3 nonsense wasn't working, or ×2 nonsense was not working. And it happened to be because as soon as you buy the even faster shooting, it completely takes that buff away, or that ability to buff things. So right now we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and 28 buffs. It's difficult to see with all this delicious money over here. But we're going to play around here, and the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate these two guys right here. We're going to see if we can get one last one on here. I cannot guarantee it, but there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's another one up there, but I can't move it any lower. Wait, maybe there isn't one up there. Where is my my call to arms? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. We do have a call to arms activated. All right, beautiful, and there it goes. But it doesn't, I think it actually is another buff, but I think it's actually limited because those two went away, but it did not show the last one up there. Look at this. Activate one more time. Homeland defense is not here, I don't think, unless that's it up there. Homeland defense adds one more. There's the homeland, and here's the call to arms. We added that guy in there. And bam! There it is, a max buffed tack shooter. Is he good? No, not really. The only other thing that I can do is, believe it or not, this might go away if I buy the Blade Maelstrom, but I might get the Nuclear Energizer sub thing anyways. So if I buy this guy, now I'm nuclear subbed. Oh, I do get this! That is another buff! Oh my god, and I guess we can buy the Super Maelstrom too. I don't think it matters. I don't think that lost us any buffs over here. Hopefully it didn't. If it did, I'm not even sure why anymore. But dang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4 stacks. 28 buffs at least on this new guy right here. That's got to be a new record. If I forgot anything, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I think this might be the most buffed tower of all time. It's kind of absurd. I guess we're going to blow his load real quick just to kind of see what's going to happen. Let's make sure we use these two abilities first. Before we do that, we're going to go ability, and Super Maelstrom load. Let's see how much pops we're getting. Woohoo! I got to admit, that is a pretty good amount of pops right there. He's up into... He's getting like 100,000 pops per second, and it's still going. Oh, my God. Oh, the ability's back already. What? It's like infinite abilitizations with all these buffs here. Infinite. Look at that. It is. It's infinite. I can't even click the ability yet. Oh, that is ridiculous, guys. I don't really know where else to go with this video, so I think that's just where we're going to call it. It just is what it is. It's a super buffed max tower right here. I probably could go for other towers eventually, but for right now, this is where I'm going to leave it. The only other thing that I'm thinking about doing is possibly trying to do this with a temple. All right, now the temple, with all these extra buffs, in addition to being on top of the water, if you ice tower next to the water, you might get the most powerful temple of all time that's ever been created. I'm not sure if that's going to be what I want to do, but I'm definitely going to put that on the back burner and think about that. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below. All right, again, last ability here with a lot of balloons actually next to us, and you can see the absurdfulness of this Super Maelstrom. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day. I guess we did something right here. 75 buffs active on your monkeys at once. I really feel like I deserve that one. It wasn't 75 buffs on a single monkey, but we actually got 1/3 plus of that on a single monkey, which is kind of crazy.